Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bill. I'm that expat prepper living in the Philippines. Before I go into today's food review, I would just like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I do notice and I appreciate all the comments you guys have been making. And like always, keep your comments coming and keep hitting that like button. Thank you very much. Now, today's version and taste test is what I'm kind of looking forward to. It is of the BackPacker's 2-serving dark chocolate cheesecake mix. That just sounds good, and I felt like a dessert today. Now, it says it's 600 calories and 13 grams of protein per package. Now, this is a 2-serving package. Now, with some of these, the ingredients can get pretty crazy, right? So there are a lot of ingredients in here, and I'm not even going to try to name them all, but it's a lot. So the sodium, considering I'm going to eat both servings, is 40% of your daily amount, which isn't too bad for a double serving, so it shouldn't be too salty. Now, the instructions are pretty straightforward, like most of these. It says remove and discard the oxygen absorber. Set aside the cookie crumble packet. Oh, there's a cookie crumble packet, nice. Add 2 1/3 cup of cold water, which I have on standby. Stir briskly for 1 minute. Seal pouch and wait 10 minutes. Open the top and enjoy. Add the crumbs and enjoy. Now, it has a marking for best by date, but there's nothing stamped there. But this just came in, so I know it's pretty current. Let me see if I can open the bag. Now, it is gusseted, and it does feel fairly sealed pretty good. So let me get that open, and let's take a first look here. All right. So if you guys can see, or hopefully you can see, it looks like a chocolate pudding powder mix. I do see an O2 absorber, tiny one, and I do see what I'm assuming is cookie crumble. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. Now, it's a gusseted bag, so that's good. It'll stand by its own here. This is a 1/3 cup measuring cup, and it wants 2 1/3 cups of water. So there's 1 and 2. Now, it looks like a cake mix or a pudding mix. Yeah, it doesn't look like a whole lot here. It's not very dark covered. On the outside, it says dark chocolate, but it doesn't look all that dark. What I'm trying to do is make sure I get all the gusseted seams and everything mixed here, because there's a lot of powder, and it's slowly folding in. I think the 10 minutes is mainly to make sure there's no lumps. Let me get this corner here as well. I'm using a fork, not a spoon today. I might have made a mistake with that, but there is still powder down in the bottom of this bag. So make sure you stir it really well. Otherwise, you'll end up with lumps for sure. You know, it looks like a chocolate pudding or a raw cake mix is the best way I can describe this. But I believe at this time, I have stirred up all the powder. And that's what it looks like in there. You can see that. Now, I'm going to do what it says. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to seal it. It did stay sealed. Now, it wants 10 minutes to do its magic. Let me get my timer here, guys. Clock. Timer. 1, 2. 10 minutes on the clock. All right. Now, before I pause this and wait the 10 minutes, this is where I tell you that as a prepper, I'm only buying these foods to see which ones I like, and I might restock later. I'm primarily doing this stuff for content and reviews. So people out there that are contemplating backpacking, hiking, or camping, and some of this stuff does have a long shelf life, so it could be used in prepping. I'm just going to tell you it's pretty expensive, right? So it is not the cheapest stuff in the world. And if you're into hiking and camping, you probably already know that, and you might be making your own meals and your own solutions. But yeah, if you want to help me continue doing these reviews, just go ahead and hit any of the links down below. And there's a lot of ways to support this channel, so I do appreciate each and every one that does that. Now, with that said, I have 9 minutes of waiting, but you guys will see me in 2 seconds. Stand by. All right, guys, it's been 2 seconds for you, but a long 10 minutes for me. We're down to 20 seconds. And if it looks like I'm sweating, it's because I did a set of push-ups while waiting. I tend to do that, you know, to keep my health up as I can. So that's where the sweat came from. Granted, it's warm here in the Philippines. All right, so we are down to our last 5 seconds here. I'm just gonna go ahead and, there we go, dismiss that. Now, I did run downstairs and I replaced that fork with a spoon, because what I wanna do is I wanna spoon this into the bowl so we can get a much better look at it. So I'm not gonna put the crumbles on directly. Now, if you can see, it looks like chocolate pudding or chocolate cake batter, you know, and it has that consistency. It's definitely, I don't know where cake even comes into the play here. It is extremely sticky, that's for sure. Let's see, I'll make sure I get it all out of here. There's a little pocket of powder there, where it didn't stir all that completely. It is definitely sticking around into this bag, so let me make sure I get it all out. All right, so the bag is, for the most part, empty. I'm not gonna lick the walls of the bag, not like when we were kids, right? So you can see it's extremely sticky. So I don't know that I'd call it a pudding as much as I'm gonna call it, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't describe it. It's not as creamy as a pudding would be, and it certainly isn't a cake. This looks like crumbled, generic Oreo cookies. And I'm just gonna go actually just stir that in so I have those in all my bites, not just sitting on the top. Guys, you can see it is really sticking to the it's like a fudge. It's like a pre-frozen fudge feel to it. All right, guys, big bite. Let's see what it tastes like. I get more of the taste from those dextrose Oreo cookies than the chocolate from the mix. And there's a slight, I want to say oily feel. I don't know where the oil would have came from, but it has that slight oily feel to it. And if you look, it is kind of shiny. So it's probably one of those long words in the ingredients that does that. The taste is fine. I mean, it's a chocolate pudding cake mix thing. They call it dark chocolate cheesecake mix. And as far as a cheesecake, maybe as a pie filling. I could see it. It's good, don't get me wrong. It's just for the price point, and I'll probably put the price here so you guys can figure that out. You know, it's a good backpacking dessert. It's very lightweight. I'm going to eat it all. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with it. But there you have it. That's my review of BackPacker's Pantry Dark Chocolate Cheesecake Mix. Hit that like button if you like these reviews. Hit any of the links down below if you want to help support the channel. And until next time, all you guys be safe. Thank you.